welcome back to my LA Noire 5-star walkthrough guide. This is the Buyer Beware mission. It is the last mission on the patrol desk
Gives you that leg up. Gets you
before we go to traffic
you star on the squad.
desk.
The case that you solved that shows that you
This
had
is the first mission that we get actually ask people questions, and actually we would want to go around and collect all the evidence that we could find around the crime scene.
LAPD, could you stand clear of the body, please? Has anyone called an ambulance?
We've called an ambulance and the police, but I'm afraid he's dead.
Okay, stand further back and move along. It's your choice, but make it quick, people.
Hey, Cole. You got here quick.
My beat crosses 7th Street.
Okay. You're first reporting then. We'll get a perimeter going and move the crowd on. You better see what you can find out before the homicide dicks show up. I'll be with you in a moment.
Okay, this is going to be the very first piece of evidence that we're going to collect. It's going to be in this right pocket.
Let us do our job.
Let's go ahead and make sure that you look at the piece of paper thoroughly. By scrolling all the way down, you're going to see a new clue pop up on the left-hand side. And that is going to be it that we're going to find on him. And our next clue is going to be over here. There's going to be shell casings from the bullets.
Shell casings. These look like 32s.
Yeah. And then there's the third and final one is going to be up here into the trash can over here. Don't know why. For some reason, my guy walked over that way when I was trying to go there. But then go ahead and grab this gun that's out of the trash can. Take a look at it. Use the left analog stick to move it around until you see the new clue pop up. And this is going to be it for collecting all of the clues that are around the crime scene.
This guy in the crowd thinks he saw something, Cole.
And the next thing is we're going to go talk to the guy, and he's going to tell us to go talk to a lady that said that she's seen it all that's inside the store, and then that's where we're going to use our first time we get to question someone.
Son, you're a couple of slates short of a full roof.
Sir, I'm Officer Phelps. What exactly did you see?
I heard the shots. I thought it was a car backfiring. I saw a girl run at the shoe store.
I want to see. Excuse me, officer. I want to see.
Speak to the witness before homicide arrives, Phelps. And if you think she's lying, don't be afraid to get forceful. Verbally, of course. And don't accuse her of anything without proof. Lawyers love that shit. And if you're sure she's straight up, try the general approach. See what you can coax out of her.
Can I help you?
I'm Officer Phelps, miss. I'm here about the shooting. Did you know the victim?
He was my boss, Mr. Gage.
Mr. Gage's first name.
Everett.
And you are?
Galleta. Clovis Galleta.
Do you think you could tell me exactly what happened, miss?
I look around the shops at lunch. I was in a store when Mr. Gage, my boss, bursts in yelling that I'm late on my lunch.
And?
We came back. I was angry. I walked in front. I heard shots. I turned and saw Mr. Gage fall.
So we are going to go ahead and ask her the questions here.
You're lying, Miss Coletta. You know what happened and why.
After
You're going
Ray
to tell me.
There's nothing to tell. I've done nothing wrong.
lying,
How can you prove
we're
that?
going to need to prove with some evidence. And that's going to be with the layaway
Your
voucher.
pearl earrings, Miss Coletta. You've been paying for them for a whole year. Stop lying. And tell me what happened.
And
to
then
the
we're going to go
store.
ahead.
I won't lose the earrings.
It's
will
the
I?
next
You could
one.
lose your freedom, you little fool, if you don't stop obstructing a murder investigation.
Mr. Kalu. Edgar Kalu. He runs the jewelry store. He showed me a lovely watch. Mr. Gage bursts in. Mr. Kalu gets very angry with Mr. Gage, and they start yelling at each other. Mr. Gage tells me that all of the things in the store are junk, nickel-plated, made in Japan, and yells at me to get back to work.
Then what happened?
We get back here, and I hear a loud bang. Mr. Gage clutches at his back. I hear another bang, and another, and another. Mr. Gage falls to his knees. It looked very painful.
Which jewelry store?
Hartfield's. Broadway between 5th and 6th.
Did you see the person who shot Mr. Gage?
Of course I did. Mr. Kalu looked very angry. He kept firing the gun. He kept pulling the trigger. He threw the gun in a bin and turned and walked away.
We asked the second question here.
You're making me angry, Miss Coletta. Is that what you want?
Okay, she would
Tell
quite
me why
not
Mr.
tell the
Kalu
truth, so
shot Mr.
we're going to
Gage.
pick bad cop.
Mr. Gage hates Jews. A lot of people do. It's not my fault if he has nice things.
All right, third and final question we're going to ask her.
How many shots did you hear, Miss Coletta?
It's difficult to remember. It sounded like there were so many, and they were so loud.
And go ahead and pick the good cop for this one, because she is telling the truth. And then we're going to go ahead and
Concentrate, Miss Coletta.
we're
Even
finished
minor
here,
details
and
can
we're
become
going to
important
the
later
next
on.
site is going to be the gun store.
Well, there was one bang, and then another, and then three very quickly, close together. 5.
Thank you for your help, ma'am. You've been very brave. We'll need you to make a formal statement about what happened to Mr. Gage.
Does that mean I can still collect my... Never mind. Yes, officer, I'll make a statement.
We have the murder weapon.
And the murderer. The girl saw it all. Our killer works at a jewelry store called Hartfield's.
That's a couple of blocks from here.
You thinking what I'm thinking?
Tate, maintain the perimeter.
Okay, our next stop is going to be the gun store, and he's going to tell us the owner of the gun.
Take the next right. Take the next right turn. Keep going straight. Go straight over the intersection.
Okay, we're here at the gun store.
What can I do you for?
He is going to tell us the
Officers
owner of
Phelps
the
and
gun.
Dunn, sir. Wilshire Division. We need you to trace a serial number.
Sure. What's the make and model?
FN Browning, model 1922. The serial number is 01138.
You don't say. Well, I didn't sell it. Europeans love them, but it's pretty rare you find one over here. Although I did have one in here a couple of weeks back.
Remember the owner.
Yeah. Caillou. Edgar Caillou was his name. Thing looked like he'd never been fired, but he brought it in here for cleaning anyway. Then he bought a box of cartridges and he left.
Do you know where we can find Mr. Kalu?
Told me he was on his lunch break. Said he worked at Hartfield's jewelry store just up on Broadway.
Thanks for your help.
Okay, and then the next stop is going to be the jewelry shop here. And we're going to go ahead and drive there. Okay, we're pulling up. We have to go get ready because he's going to start running as soon as we get in there.
Officer, can I interest you in a new watch?
Officer Cole Phelps, are you Edgar Kalu?
No. Mr. Kalu is out back. He said he'd lie down. I'll buzz him for you.
Son of a bitch! Go, Cole, go!
Okay, go ahead and chase him on foot.
Kalu, get back here!
It's going to let you shoot a warning shot, but it's kind of hard sometimes. I don't know why it doesn't do it, but he's moving on and you have to let that bar fill all the way up before he'll shoot. I'm going to finally get it right here.
Stop or I will shoot!
Okay, our next stop is going to be going to the police station, is where we're going to interview him at.
The case that makes you, and the case that breaks you. The one you never solve, the one that keeps you awake at night. The case that gnaws at your guts and ruins your marriage. The case that keeps you propping up a bar as you relive the what-ifs, the might-have-beens, the half-leads, and the half-truths. The case that other cops murmur about whenever you walk past. The case you never, ever discuss.
God's mill may grind slowly, but it grinds finely, son. I hear it's you who nabbed our malefactor from the shooting yesterday.
Yes, sir.
Then tell me, Boyle, I hear you're quite the climber, a man of initiative. How would you like a chance at smiting this man with the sword of justice?
You're asking me to conduct the interview, sir?
I am, young Phelps. You've only been with us a short time and you've assembled yourself a stellar arrest record. Not to mention the fine work you did in the war, sending heathens back to the hell they came from. But I'm curious as to whether you can turn your hand to interrogation. Takes a certain animal cunning, lad. Do you think you might be ready for that?
Yes, sir. I think I am.
Good man. You need many things for a conviction, young Phelps. A motive, opportunity, hard evidence, and best of all, a confession. If you fail in the former, you can always use a modicum of violence to obtain the latter. How are you feeling, lad?
Fine, sir.
Very good. The evidence is overwhelming. May the cat eat him and the cat be eaten by the devil. Bring me a confession, young Phelps. This is your chance. Don't fail me.
Okay, so now we're going to interview this guy and get a confession out of him.
Has my lawyer arrived yet? I want to see my lawyer.
A lawyer can't help you, Mr. Kalu. You shot a man dead in cold blood. You're going to have to pay for that. You followed Everett Gage and the girl back to the shoe store. You put 5 rounds in Gage's back.
Gage was a bastard. Whatever he got what was coming. But it had nothing to do with me.
You shot Gage, and we know why. We can put you at the scene.
You can't prove anything.
We know all about the argument. Miss Galetta made a statement.
You're counting on the girl? You think her testimony's gonna stand up in court?
You're going to the gas chamber, Edgar.
That Jew-hating fuck couldn't leave me alone. I had a sale. That girl was ready to buy.
Let's change the subject. You fasting for Yom Kippur, Mr. Kalu?
Yeah, let's change the subject, you going motherfucker. How about baseball?
You're not denying you're a Jew, Mr. Kalu.
This is America. It's not Germany. It's not a crime.
Some people don't like Jews, Mr. Kalu.
Yeah, and I guess you're one of them.
Gage hated Jews, didn't he, Mr. Kalu?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You left-wing leaning parasite. You expect me to sit here and listen to your drivel?
You call me that? You sit there and you call me those names, you goddamn goy putt snatcher? You and that stump Gage!
Why did you do it, Mr. Kalu?
Gage. He's in the Chamber of Commerce. He's in with all those momsers. He blocked every proposal I ever put forward. Kike this and kike that. He's been trying to ruin my
Okay, that's going to
business
conclude this mission, and we're going to go ahead and charge him with the murder. And I'd like to thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe.
Commute to murder in the 2nd degree.
You have a great rest of your day.
May God have mercy on you, sir.
Masterfully done, Officer Phelps. It is just, Officer Phelps. Isn't it, lad?
Yes, sir.
Then let me have a word with the Chief of Police, young Phelps. The department needs heroes. A shining, honest face the public can admire. I applaud a man with your talent for unwavering justice. Back to your duties for now, boyo. But here's a piece of advice. Get yourself 2 suits, get them pressed. You'll be needing them.